Today, in summary, on Friday at the end of the week, gold tops $3,000. Will it stay there? We don't know. It's probably a little bit overbought right now, but it doesn't really matter. The market has hit a level that's going to raise awareness in the psychology of Americans and the world.
Welcome to the Morning Markets and Metals with Vince Lanci, where each morning Vince brings you the financial and precious metals news to get you ready for your day. And now, here's Vince.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Vince Lanci, and today's Gold Fix Market Rundown. We will be discussing gold tops $3,000 an ounce. That's spot for the first time. And we're going to tell you where it's going to go from here. We're going to try to anyway. Anyway, let's start with the markets. The 10-year yields are 432, up 5. The dollar's 103.57, down 25. The S&P 500 is 55.79, up 46. The VIX is 22.80, 23.85, down 80. Gold is 22. I apologize. 29.98, up 10. Silver is 34.04, up 17. Copper's 4.87, up a little less than a penny. WTI is up 37 cents at 67.25. Natural gas is 4.11, up 2 cents. Bitcoin is 83,300, up 2,300. Palladium's 971, up 11. Platinum's 995, up 1. Gold, silver is 88. Soybeans 998, unchanged. Bid, corn 448, down 4, and wheat 563, down 2. I'm going to move a little bit faster than normal. All right, here we go. There's what we're going to talk about. There's the stories yesterday. 3,000 is just a shot away. Almost a predictive statement. We did everything but say it was going to 3,000. MUFG discusses gold and energy after the Russia-Ukraine war. It was mostly energy focused, but I think the gold insights were very good, and we put a verbal note out to that effect. Rabo's Michael Every. Trump is liquidating the old America to remake the new, which implies services are out, manufacturing is in, globalism is out, deglobalization, onshoring supply chains, mercantilism is in. Founders AM special audio comment, you know what that is. Gold hits new all-time high, silver soars after Besant interview. That's an exclusive piece we did for Scottsdale. And there's the homepage. Let's get to it. This morning, ING, I think they were the first bank to put out a quick comment on gold. Gold tops 3,000 an ounce for the first time. Gold just topped $3,000 an ounce for the first time ever. Tariff concerns that risk higher inflation and slower economic growth are spurring demand for safe haven assets like gold. We don't know how many safe haven assets there are left like gold. There is gold and there is silver. Gold is one of the best performing major commodities this year, up more than 14% year to date. It has hit a series of consecutive record highs along the way, driven by trade friction, central bank buying, and inflows into ETF holdings. Spot on statement there. Total known gold exchange traded fund holdings have grown by around 3.5 million ounces so far this year to 86.4 million ounces. And that will be key to something we discuss in premium today. Central banks bought 1.045 tons last year, accounting for about a fifth of overall demand, and more purchases are likely to continue this year. That's right. If we see more additions, this will give bullion prices a further tailwind. We believe more gains for gold are in sight. All right. We have that full report, and we pretty much gave you most of the meat off of that. But we have a lot more for premium. It won't be very long, but it's about this. It's about the next price targets for gold. And we have them, and they're legitimate, and they're based on demand. Okay, markets, stock market recap. Stocks ended sharply lower in the U.S., and Canada's main stock index fell to a 4.5-month low. So U.S., Canada. We're doing the Americas now, okay? It's America. Market news. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. In market news, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said Thursday the administration is more focused on long-term health of the economy and markets and not short-term gyrations. While Bessent said the administration is attentive to market moves, he predicted that both real economy and markets would prosper. We've also added business news. All these headlines, we have these stories in premium. U.S. producer price inflation, labor market stable ahead of tariff turbulence, and U.S. producer prices. Exclusive, not our exclusive, Reuters exclusive. Citigroup plans to slash IT contractors, hire staff to improve controls. Dollar General forecast a muted 2025. Tesla's working with Baidu. Trump family held deal talks. I'm going to try it here. We're doing the Canadian news now, okay? Couche-Tard could lift $47 billion offer for 7-Eleven if Japanese firm cooperates. Canada initiates WTO dispute complaint on U.S. steel and aluminum duties. These stories are more and more continue at the bottom. We're working on the new format here. Data on deck. Today's consumer sentiment, that's out. But I think there's some things going on, not on the monetary side, probably some speakers. President Trump has some executive orders that he wants to sign today that may be relevant. All right. Oh, well, you're not supposed to see that. So let's go to the charts, and then I'll go to premium. Okay, so here's a gold monthly chart. If you're just to throw some things at you there, these are not my ideas, but they make sense. The cup and handle breakout for gold, the 13-year cup and handle. This is the handle part right here. It implies, well, we've already hit that target. Okay, we've hit that target, and we're above it. So if you want to look for a target above that, you would go to a log normal chart, and a log normal chart, I believe, puts us at 4,000. That's something from Jordan at the Daily Gold. Anyway, so there's a monthly chart for gold, and let's talk about silver. I did some drawings on silver this morning. There we go. Let's talk about measured moves. Okay, measured moves are basically this depth equals that height. That's all it is, right? Okay, but you could look at them all you want, and you most of the time you come up empty, right? But there are certain criteria for me that look at measured moves in terms of timing. So V-shaped bottoms, historically rare in silver. You get a V-shaped bottom, and you break this top. As long as we don't go back in here, $35 is not a problem, which coincides with this. And I've had this on my radar I've had this high on my radar for a month or so. And now that this has happened and we've broken that, I'd be a buyer of pullbacks, technically speaking, to this area, not holding long if we go under here. If you want to do it on a daily or intraday, it's up to you. But this is the move. We're through here, and it should go up. And you say, well, that's just kind of random, Vince. Why would you say that? I'm like, yeah, look at some more. In a market, I'm having microphone problems again, aren't I? If I had a sponsor, I'd buy a new computer. All right, check this out. Measured move, up. Measured move, up. Measured move, fail. All right. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at markets where depth equals distance or depth equals height, because you have a liquidation, usually a forced or stressful liquidation, which gets absorbed by a buyer. It has to be a buyer, not just anyone buying. It has to be a buyer with an agenda who wants to catch falling knives, which creates the V-shaped bottom. You get above this, you could use that one. I don't like to use those. Get above that, depth equals distance. You get above that, depth equals, well, we hit it, we fail, we're done. Okay, that's it. You're out. You're out below here, right? You're long above here, you're long here, and you're out below there, right? So it does another one. Depth, distance. Depth, distance. And note, when it's right, it rarely, sputters around. It gets above it, and you get a nice long candle. Gets above it. It didn't really get a nice long candle, so it kind of sputtered, and it came back, right? Gets above it. It pulled back here, but still ran. Didn't stop you out. Didn't pull back at all. Boom. And here we are again, right here. Same damn thing. Somebody is accumulating silver. Now, let's do a little fractal work here. We'll zoom out a little bit. Where's my blue one? Don't I have a blue one here? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. And that's where we are now. So if my daily one hits 35 in silver, that would put this one in play. You follow? So above 35, you're looking at 33, call it to 29. So that's $4. So 35. Well, let's call it 34 to 29 is $5. So that puts us at $39. I wouldn't say just a kiss away, but I would say that if pullbacks hold above, say 33, right? Then I would be comfortable saying that, $39 is not really that hard to do. And I've said that before. And the final boss would be if my alert goes off on $35, which brings us to a nice little summary before we go into premium. Today, in summary, on Friday, at the end of the week, gold tops $3,000. Will it stay there? We don't know. It's probably a little bit overbought right now, but it doesn't really matter. The market has hit a level that's going to raise awareness in the psychology of Americans and the world. We're in play now. The key is, where will the puck go next? And that's where we want to skate. Anyway, I've had better summaries before, but there you have it. All right, so where are we? We go down here. All right, so in premium, we have for you all the news described above, and we have the ING report, which is really just kind of an alert. All right, I'm going to touch on this and give you an idea of how to come up with a target. I'm Vince. Have a great day.
Well, thank you to Vince, and thank you all for watching at home. Sure hope you enjoyed that and that you've been enjoying the new world where we've seen gold trade over $3,000 per ounce. And especially with everything that's happening, if you've been looking for an additional way, especially when you're busy, to stay up to date on the main themes going on in the gold and silver markets, well, would like to let you know that we have the Arcadia Economics Gold and Silver Daily, where we provide a written column recapping the main themes of what's going on. And really what we aimed for here was to make this so that it's easy and fun to read. It's not super technical, but if you want to stay up to date on the things that are happening in the markets on a daily basis, especially as the gold price has just crossed over $3,000 an ounce, while issues in the silver supply remain unresolved. And there's still questions about why so much gold had to leave London when there were never any tariffs on London. And those are the kind of things we dig into each day, along with Fort Knox audits, tariffs, and we mix in some video as well in there and keep it nice and short so you can get through it and stay up to date on the things that are going on. So just click on the link on our Substack to go to the Arcadia Economics Gold and Silver Daily. And I hope you enjoyed that and look forward to seeing you again soon. Please note that this video is not intended as legal licensed financial trading advice and is to be used for informational purposes only. Please contact your financial advisor before making any decisions, and thanks for watching.